There's no way. What? What up, everybody? We are back for another 30-day no-code development challenge using AI. And in today's video, we are taking on Yelp. This was suggested in our community, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it today from start to finish using CopyCoder and SoftGen AI. And we're not just going to make a little pretty front-end looking demo. We are actually going to build a full functioning web application website that takes in real-time data using an API. We're going to probably use the Yelp API to actually get current restaurant businesses. We're going to build a beautiful front end with a nice custom look, and then we're going to pull that data in through the API, and then we're going to build a full backend. So you're going to be able to actually save the information once the data is pulled from the API. So it's going to be a full stack app, and then obviously we're going to deploy it, the 4 steps, as you guys can see right here. And let's just jump right into it. So if you guys have never watched my channel, my name is Marcin AI, and I am a no-code AI developer. And I have an amazing community called the No-Code AI Army, where we have 1,650 people right now building, creating, doing all kinds of fun projects, as you can see here. And you guys can join absolutely for free. I will never charge for this group. This is a 100% free group. So links are all below, but I won't bother you with that right now. And definitely give a follow if you guys like my kind of content. And let's get to work. So here's what we're going to do. So first things first is we are going to go in and use CopyCoder. So if you guys aren't familiar with CopyCoder, it is a prompting tool for your AI no-code builders. I've been using CopyCoder now for going on over a month, and it definitely is one of my favorite products to actually start, because one of the big issues with no-code is getting that prompt correctly. It doesn't give you all the environments, all the libraries, the things you need to set up, your whole page prompt, your page layout and everything, and this tool does an amazing job doing that. So here's what we're going to do. Let me see. We're going to go to Yelp. We're going to take a screenshot. So we're going to just take a screenshot of the homepage. And again, we're using Yelp as an example for inspiration. We're not literally trying to clone the idea because there's nothing unique, right? It's essentially a directory with all kinds of data from Google Shopping and different providers using an API. So we just took a screenshot of the homepage. And then what we're going to do is we're also going to take a screenshot of the actual, and let's just do a screenshot like this, so we can get a couple reviews, and it can pick up on the reviews on the bottom. There it is. Perfect. So now we have those 2 things. So next we're going to go to CopyCoder, and we're going to choose an image. We're going to take those. So we're going to start with this home page right here. So this is going to have a header. This is going to have the recent activity on the bottom, and we're just going to upload that. And all you got to do is hit generate prompt. And CopyCoder is going to go in. It's going to analyze the image, and then it's going to give us all of the details of what it sees and how to actually build this properly in the proper, I guess you could say, environment and in the proper code language for no-code AIs to understand. So if you're a developer, if you understand this language, then to you, it's obvious. But for a lot of no-code people like myself, and I take pride in that because I don't know how to properly set this project up. And as you can see here, it's going to use React. It's going to have the different components. Here's the summary. It took the navigation elements. We can obviously adjust this. And then it has your layout components. It's got your content sections. It's got your interactive controls and so on. So we're going to copy this initial post. And I just want to move this to a text file so we can just view this. And you guys can see exactly what's in here. Because one of the most interesting parts is project structure, is how the project should be structured correctly within the no-code tool, which we're going to use. And in this case, we're going to use SoftGen. So SoftGen is a no-code AI tool, and I've been using it now. I really, really like it. It is a paid service, but it's a full stack application. As you can see here, just set up. I think it's like 25 bucks. And if you guys do join, you buy me a cup of coffee, and I appreciate that. A delicious coffee. And so here, check this out. So we're going to do a Yelp clone. So let's call this local food. Let's just name it something, local food. And you can build a front end, which is just the UI. This would be like a corporate website, some kind of portfolio, or you can do a full stack application with full integration. So in our case, we want to do a full stack app. So we're going to hit full stack. We're going to hit create project. And you're just going to be able to follow right along. So first thing it says is, hey, we need to set up a backend. So this is the beautiful part about SoftGen, which I love over any other product, is the first thing, if you want to build full stack, you need to connect your whole backend. So in the next 5 minutes, I'm literally going to show you how to connect a full backend into this. So here's the starting point. So it uses Firebase. So what we're going to do is go to Firebase, set up an account again. It's free. So that's the best part of it. And then we're going to set it as pay as you go. So I'll show you all that. So here we go. You're in Firebase. Get started with a Firebase project. We're going to call this local food. We're going to hit continue. We're going to enable Gemini in Firebase. but then we're going to turn off this Google Analytics. Make sure you guys do that. It's just going to avoid having to do any extra steps. You can always add Google Analytics later. We're going to create the project, and then we're just going to hit continue. This is all in real time. I'm just going to do this in real time for you guys to see how quickly you're able to set this up. So now we're going to go back, and it's going to say, set it up. Turn off the Google Analytics. Now, in the Firebase console, go to project settings, go to your apps, register your app with a nickname. So we're going to go here. We're going to go project settings. And then you're going to click right here where it says website. So we're going to click on that. We're going to call this local food. We're going to hit register app. So this is going to set up our Firebase SDK. First step. There's 4 steps in this. And once you do this once, that's it. You're gone. You're done. So we're going to copy this SDK. We're going to come in here and we're just going to paste that here. And then we're going to hit next. Step done. 1 out of 4. Next, it's going to make us go in and set up the 4 components that are necessary to do a proper backend, which is authentication, logins, obviously, a cloud Firestore, our real-time database, and our cloud storage. And this is really simple. It's the 4 steps. So step 1, continue to console. All you got to do is go all products, authentication. And then you just hit right here, click get started. And then we're going to go email password. We're going to enable email password and hit save. You could obviously do Google. You could do all kinds of different logins. But for the sake of this video, for speed, I want to just use email and password. Step 1, finished. So now we're going to go back and we're going to hit authentication. Then we're going to do cloud Firebase. So we're going to go back to it. We're going to hit all products. We're going to hit right here, cloud Firestore. Step 2. Now we just wait for this to load. You're literally getting every single step that this is going to take for it to work full on. So we're going to create a database. We're going to do United States. Hit next. Make sure you're in production mode and hit create. Step 2, done. So now we're going to go back to projects. We're going to hit cloud. Then we have real-time database. So this is going to be step 3. So as you can see, we have our database here. So now we're going to go to step 3, which is real-time database. So now we're going to go back and we're going to go real-time database down here. So now we're going to enable this. So we're going to create the database and it's going to ask us to make sure that you're in locked mode. You hit create and now we have our database. And the last step is our storage. So cloud storage. So we're going to go back to Firebase and then we're going to go to cloud storage right here, down here. And this one requires 2 steps, which you need to upgrade your project. So if you're on a free account, you need to just set up a cloud billing account. You're not going to be charged anything, and you actually get $300 free credit if you sign up. But if you do start using it and you start getting viewers, then it's going to tell you to pay as you go, as you see up here. Pay as you go with the Blaze plan. And then all we got to do is we're going to connect here. We're going to get rid of this for privacy reasons, obviously. So you guys don't see my logins. We're going to hit confirm, which is our Firebase payment. We're going to hit confirm payment. Again, it doesn't charge you. You just got to put a credit card on file. And it's going to say, hey, $300 is free credit. And then it's going to ask you, how much do you want to spend before we tell you you're spending money? So I'm just going to set this to $5. And then we're going to hit continue. So now we have pay as you go Blaze plan. We have our payment set up. And we're going to say after $5, let me know. And then you just hit link cloud. And that right there, my friends, is the 4th step to setting up your whole database, which is nuts. That's it. So now we're just going to go back here and say next. And then this is the final step. So we're going to go back to service accounts up here. Hit the little, go to project settings. We're going to go service accounts. And all we got to do is basically create a admin SDK, which is here. We're going to hit generate new private key, generate key. We're going to copy this. And then we're going to go back to projects. We're going to paste that in there. And then what it did when you clicked save, it actually saved the JSON file on your computer. So we're going to go back to that. And then down here, you're just going to connect the JSON. So let's go to downloads. And you can see right there is our JSON. We're going to hit enter. And that's it. And we're going to hit next. And you can see Firebase service account JSON has been selected. We've checked all the boxes. And the last thing we got to do is to give it permissions. This is the last step. And this is probably the hardest one because you just got to click a bunch. And all you do is you go right here, all services account. You hit 4 service accounts. It's the IAM, which is essentially permissions to give to Firebase and to connect with SoftGen in order for you to be able to actually let it do everything on your behalf on the database. So now we're just going to click right here. Make sure you click this, include Google provided roles. And then all you got to do is come down here and you just got to change all these roles to owner. Hit save. And then we go to the next one. We're going to go back here. We're going to hit owner, give it full control, go next. Then we're going to go owner, hit next, hit save. And then the last one is, the 4th one is up here. And then we just change all these to owner. Next one. So essentially you're just giving it roles. Owner, one more, next one. And by the time you guys watch this video, I've already gone and deleted this project, so don't even waste your time. I'm going to delete all of these access points. So it's a database for the video, and I'm just going to recreate new keys for myself for the actual project. So here we go. You guys can see I got local food, and now we're done. This is it. So we've literally integrated everything onto our project, and we're done. All we got to do is say, I've set the IAMS or IAM, and we are completely done, guys. 100% backend is set up. Now we're able to do everything, and now SoftGen can literally create anything it needs. It's not going to ask you anymore. So if you start creating different types of login systems, if you're going to start creating some type of posting system where images need to be saved, it's just going to automatically create everything on the back end into the Firebase project. So now since we have this, we're now going to go back. So we've checked off the initial setup, which is our full backend right here. So we're actually done with this here. So let's turn this to black. So now we're done with that. Now we're going to do this front end again. So we're going to go back to step 1, and we're going to copy our initial prompt. But before we copy it, make sure you go through it, because I don't want a lot of these features, right? Because we're building out at the first MVP. We can always add more. So I'm just going to go back in here, and I'm going to edit this to be able to do it. And it's not going to build a bunch of extra stuff that we don't need. So here's the first thing. Navigational elements. Top header with search bar, location field, business tools, and user actions. That's totally fine. Main navigation is restaurants. So let's just keep it at restaurants. Get rid of everything else. Secondary action is write a review, start a project, login, and sign up, which we want. So let's get rid of the write a review. We're going to do the login and sign up. Keep it simple. I just want to clean this up. If I was actually building this full on, I would keep all this in here and actually get every single page, I guess you could say. So that's the main thing, the navigation. We got search bar, location field. Let's actually look what this looks like again on the home page. Let's go back to home page. So we're getting rid of this. We're just going to have, so now we have search, and then we have Yelp for business, write a review, start a project. We're going to have our login and sign up. Really clean, really simple. So let's go back here. Login, main navigation, search bar, location field, business. What's business tools? Yeah, we don't even need business tools. Let's just do search bar and location field. Get rid of these two. Okay, layout component, totally fine. Content section, we got our hero banner with featured service category. Then we got recent activity feed, which is going to show user photo, business review, rating display, timestamp. That's totally fine. We got ratings, business name, category, review snippet. Perfect. Now we got the interactive controls, search bar with category and inputs. Then we don't need the category drop-down menus. We don't need any of this. And then we got user authentication controls. Totally fine. So the rest of it is going to be simple. So that basically takes care of everything we need. So now all we're going to do is we're going to copy this whole thing. Then we're going to do the magic. This is the first step where if you guys have never watched no code building, this is the most magical step, I think. So we're going to paste this in here. And then on the bottom, after this development plan, we're going to say we are also going to be integrating Rapid API to pull in live Yelp restaurants, period. We will be setting up the API after the initial front end setup of the UI and the UX, period. That's it. And by the way, if you guys are curious what I'm doing, I'm literally hitting the command key 3 times, and I've set it to allow it to bring up dictation. So I don't have to type these long messages. I can literally talk to my computer. So it's just a little hack for you guys. If you're on a Mac, I just basically have it set to dictation to do 3 times. So a little tip for you guys. Okay, here we go. We're going to hit next, and let's see the first version. And this is the time where I can tell you guys, hope you're enjoying the channel. My name is Marcin AI. I'm a no-code builder. Please give a follow if you like this type of content. Let us know in the comment section what we should build next. We love building these things and inspiring other people to just start building the whole thing. Why I started this channel, why I do this no-code development AI and run our community is because I want you guys to start. I started about 9 months ago, and now it's blowing my mind every day, the power of these tools and what you can actually do and build. Like, you check out my other videos. We've rebuilt X. We rebuilt Linktree from start to finish, like demos, like full-on apps with 4 steps, back and front end, authentication, everything deployed onto a server. So the power is all here. You guys just have to be willing and wanting to try to actually build these products. So I'm really excited to be able to share this information. And if you guys find value in it, like I said, you could try the products below. I do work with these brands because I do like their products. And again, you could buy me a cup of coffee, so I appreciate that. But no further ado, let's see how it does for version 1. This is my favorite part, waiting for this first load of the first version. There's no way. What? Oh my God, this CopyCoder and SoftGen is getting out of control. Wow. This is the first version, guys. You saw it literally live right now. The first version of our Yelp clone is identical. All right, we need to definitely change it because it's so freaking close. But you can see the power of this. So this is using CopyCoder to really get that look. And then SoftGen. Wow, this is insane. Let's make a couple quick changes. I want you to change the name to CityGrub. I like it. CityGrub is actually pretty good. CityGrub. Build out the login authentication. Sign up and logins, period. For now, allow any username and password to log into the site for ease of logging in, period. That's the next step. So let's get that going and let's see what that looks like. So the reason I'm doing this is obviously now I want to customize, right? I want to make it my own because again, I'm not interested in ripping off Yelp here. I just want to use it as inspiration, but we're going to completely customize it because I have a couple ideas that I think are going to make it very, very unique. There's CityGrub. We just changed the image. It's already getting all of the stuff set up. So now we got login and sign up. Let's see how long that takes. It should be pretty quick. And then I like that I moved the search right to the middle. This is pretty good. And then we'll be able to obviously see everything that we need. And then we're going to connect the API. And then we'll basically have a full functioning product. And I'm already assuming the backend works because I've done this now 25 different times and I know it works. So I'll show you that, and it's amazing because a lot of people, this was me a couple months ago, using these tools, you couldn't set up backends easily. It was very difficult. I still needed to call my developer, hey, I need your help to fix this because I can't get it to actually work. But once I found these new tools and in combination with CopyCoder and SoftGen, and it's allowing me to just build anything with the full backend integration. And that was the hardest part. And that includes obviously logins, storage, real-time data, and then most importantly is being able to have it right for you, so on your behalf as the owner, and not just tell you, hey, go here and click this and do that, which was about a month ago. So it's moving very, very quickly. And if you guys haven't started building yet, I would definitely get out there, try these tools, and there's a bunch of other options out there. I just like these ones. They've worked for me the best, and I highly recommend them. But I also do like using Replit. I'm a big fan of Replit. They have an amazing program. And there's a bunch of other ones. And if you guys haven't checked out my channel, I've got some exciting stuff. So we cloned School platform and created our own version of it for our community, which is going to be launching soon. Then we also did X. I wanted to try and see how hard it would actually be to create a platform where you can actually post stuff, save it in the database. Did that in under 30, I think it was like 23 minutes. I've also built a couple different Zapier integrations, Chrome extensions. We did a B2B Chrome extension where you scrape all the emails for free using Gmails. We also built a bunch of different Next.js projects. We rebuilt Linktree in one URL. Some pretty amazing projects. So if you guys definitely take a look at my channel, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. It's been fun making it. We also built some badass simulations and a game too. We actually built this game from start to finish. So hope you guys enjoyed that, and definitely give a follow if you want to join the No Code AI Army, our community. We have a lot of people in there creating all kinds of amazing projects and collaborating on different things. So just a quick little shameless plug, but I really want you guys to just get started. And as I see right here, look at this. Which way is it? This way. Don't wait. Just freaking start building. Let's take a look if our login authentication works, which it should. So here is our CityGrub. We got our sign up. So let's click sign up. We told it to just do dummy accounts, but it's still going to save them in the database. So this way you don't have to validate it through email. It's a way to, again, quick building MVPs. Once this work and you get it all set up, then you just got to say, hey, now make these accounts where you have to use a legit account, send verification to the account, all that good stuff. So let's try it. So Marcin at marcinai.com, password, any kind of password, and we're gonna hit sign up. Look at that. We are now in to our site, but now more importantly, let's go back to Firebase and click authentication, and guess what? Bang. We just created legit authentication on the back end. There's Marcin on Marcin AI, and here's our user UID. This is the identifier. So this is already working. So right now our authentication is working. It took us no time to do it. So now we have that working. So now we're going to be able to go sign out. We have restaurants, reviews. So next thing, let's connect the API. So what the API does is it allows you to pull in real-time data. So right now we just have placeholders, right? But we want to be able to actually pull in real data. So we're going to go to Rapid API. This is a marketplace for APIs. APIs are essentially data sources that you can pull directly into your applications. For all the non-developers out there, it's just, think about it as a data. Facebook has data, but you could pull that data onto your app. This is how everybody's able to share that stuff, and it's done through APIs. So really simple. Set up a free account. You don't have to pay. We're going to go look at local businesses. So let's type in local. There we go. Okay. So the one that I know is the best, and it's free, is this one, local business data. We click on that. If you go here on the right side, you can just subscribe. Actually, let me go back because I've already done it. Let me type in another one. I'll just show you this. This is how it's going to look if you don't have it already signed up. It's going to say right here, subscribe to test. You're going to hit that. And then it's free right here. Just do the free plan. The one we're using right now is 500,000 requests per month for free, literally. And then after that, you can set up a payment plan. But right here, you can see basic, 200 months. We're not using this one though. You hit start free plan. Let me show you. You hit subscribe and we're done. And now you're connected. So now let's go back to the one we're actually using, which I already signed up to. That's why it says right here, already set up. And then all we're going to do is look on the left side, you see what kind of data sources it has. Search an area, search nearby, business details, business reviews. This is going to pull in using their database that they have, which is obviously massive. So we're just going to do simple. Let's keep it at search. You're going to click parameters right here. And look what it says, hotels in San Francisco. So for our case, we're going to do sushi in San Diego. I'm in San Diego, by the way. If you guys are nearby, say what's up. And all we're going to do here is hit test endpoint. And this is where the magic happens. So right here on the bottom is our actual data. This is pulling in. So right now we just tested the endpoint, we pulled in from the API, and this is the result. But in order for SoftGen to understand what the hell is going on, all you got to do is click example resource, go to results. We're going to hit the request button. We're going to go to raw. We're going to copy this right here. We're going to go back and we're going to say this. I want you now to implement the local business rapid API. Here is the raw request. Paste that. And we're going to go back to rapid API. And then we're going to hit the response. So first was the request and now is the response. We're going to hit the raw. We're going to just go in here and copy this. And don't even bother trying to get this because one, you can't see it, but two, I'm going to just delete this after. Make sure you guys delete it when you're building your projects. Make sure that no one can access these APIs because they'll cost you money. Actually, this one's free, so it's not going to cost you anything. But you get the point. So now we're going to go back and we're going to say, so that was the request and here is the result. And then paste that. So now we have exactly that. So I want to now implement the local business rapid API here. Can you connect it and give me 9 results, period. I also want the search function to now work correctly with the location, period. And when you click the red search button, I want it to request the API we just connected. See what we just did there? This was the most important thing. Explain it so it understands. And you guys are watching me do it in real time, and this is why it's really important to watch these tutorials so I could show you the proper way to do it the first time. Once you've done it, you understand it, it becomes really easy. And I'm showing you the simplest way. There's obviously a lot of different ways to do this. Normally, if we're building out a full-blown project, I'm not going to use Rapid API because I want it to scale. So I'm going to actually go in and set up a Google project and get the Google raw data, all that stuff. But for the sake of this tutorial, I want you guys to just understand the concept. So we're basically building out our steps. We have our search function. We're going to pull the Rapid API local businesses. Then we're going to show them and showcase them on the home screen. So let's see how it looks. And here we are. Let's try it. Let's see if the API works. So I had a couple little errors that I didn't waste time showing you guys. But basically, when I was typing here, you couldn't see my font. So here we go. Sushi in San Diego and hit search. All right, we got an error. We like that. We do like errors actually because I need to show you guys how to fix them. If it was perfect, then this wouldn't seem real. Got this error. There's 2 also. So let's get this one too. Oh, there's actually a bunch. Let's see what it can do. So now it's going to fix the error. But we can see, it already got the search. So it's trying something. It's going to go to the API. We can actually go to this API and see if it actually pulled. There it is. Yep. So local business data is already tried to pull 4 times. So that's a good sign. All right, here we go. So I fixed the text visibility. I see the issue. So it's fixing it. All right, let's give it another shot. Let's go sushi in San Diego. Hit search. Oh, there it is, baby! We got sushi! We just recreated Yelp API calling in real sushi. There's our 9 sushi spots. Look at this. It pulled in all the data. Azuki Sushi Lounge. I've actually been to this place. Absolutely fire. So yeah, we've literally recreated from start to finish. Yelp made it just for restaurants. But now we can just continue stacking on features and different things that we want to make this our own product. Because the goal, again, I keep telling you guys, is not to rip off Yelp and create something identical. We wanted to make this different. So that's why I'm showing you the power. So right now, we're literally pulling real-time data. So look at this API call right here. This is going to update now to 5 because we just pulled it and got our sushi. Let's try barbecue. All right, let's try BBQ. So one of our favorite spots local, and let's see, there it is. That's Phil's. That's actually down the street from us. So that is actually pulling everything in. These are all real places, just to show you guys so you don't think I'm BSing. Those BBQ, San Diego, right there. Sports Arena, right in the heart of San Diego. So what else do we need now? We have our front end. We have our login authentication, which we've already seen. Let's go to our Firebase. We set up our user. Now we have our database. And guess what? We haven't told it to save anything, so it's not going to save anything. But what I want to do next is I want to show you what you actually can do with the storage. So let's go back here, and I want to say, can you save all of the listings? Can you save in our database all of the results? And that's it. So now I'm going to tell it, hey, all these listings, I don't want to have to keep pulling this API. Just save these inside our database. So every single person that comes in is going to get saved, and then it's just going to pull from our database. And there's obviously caching things. Those are super complex things. But again, for simplicity, the point is I want to show you what you need to tell SoftGen, these no-code tools, to make sure that it's going to set it up correctly. And on that note, we're getting so close, super exciting. Hope you guys are really seeing the power of what is capable of no-code AI using these two tools. Right now, I'm using SoftGen and CopyCoder, my favorite two products right now to do this type of work, do it with this speed and this backend integration. There's a lot of other tools I've tested, and I like them too. And different projects require different tools. I'm going to be building a bunch of amazing stuff with Replit too. I do like Replit a lot. I think they've done an amazing job. I'm going to be building some iOS stuff actually with Replit soon. So definitely check out those videos. And let's see, here we go. I noticed we have a type error, so it's going to fix that. But I'll just take the time to show you guys and say, hey, listen, if you really want to level up your game, if you want to join an amazing community, hit up the No Code AI Army. All the links are below. You guys could also try SoftGen and the tools that I've been using. And I do work with them as an affiliate, so you guys definitely buy me a cup of coffee. I'm actually out of coffee. I need to go get some more, but it is pretty late, so I probably shouldn't be drinking any more coffee. And I appreciate you guys watching. So we're getting close to the end. If we just go back, let's take a look at what our goal was. Nice front end. We definitely checked that box. API to pull in live data. We checked both those boxes, as you guys have seen. We could do customized ChatGPT review system within our app. We could do an upvote like Reddit. We could use so many functions. You just got to now add them one by one. And we did this in 30 minutes. I don't even know how long this video is now. But you could see that this is a very short tutorial to show you the power. And now you guys go off and build whatever the heck you want. Let's try it. Here we go. Last piece is, let's do Italian. And let's go up to LA. We're going to hit search. Oh, I just saw it said saving results. You saw there was like a little cache. So we got Bestia, which is one of the best Italian places up in LA. You've never been, definitely hit that up. And now let's go to our server, Firebase. Let's go to Firebase storage, and bang, there it is. Search history, our identifier, and look at that. We got all the results. Database is working. We go to storage. It's going to have, if it needed to have anything, it would be in there. But right now, we have our search history with our images, which is absolutely amazing. Let's do one more search. Let's do Indian in New York. Hit enter. You can see right here, saving search results. We got Junun, and let's go back to our server. And then we got our second search result right here. Look at that. We got two results. Italian, Los Angeles, and New York, Indian. And there you have it. That should wrap up our project because the deployment is the easiest part. This is a complete start to finish project, as you guys have seen. CopyCoder, SoftGen, front end, and the last bit after the API integration, we built out the full backend for you. You could see it. You could apply this to any type of projects you want. Now, instead of this Yelp clone, let's call it City Grub. And we have a full project that we can now deploy and start bringing people to the website. As I showed you, Rapid API is free. We've only used up the API so far, but you get 500,000 requests. We've used up 14 so far. So go out there, start building, start tinkering, and let me just show you how the publishing works on this, the deployment. It's the easiest part. So let's call this City Grub. If there's a City Grub, I'm not going to launch this as a business, but you know, I apologize for your name, but it's all for demo and teaching purposes. So we got City Grub, and then here's the two choices. We can either hit start deployment, which is going to use SoftGen's deployment using Vercel, or you could say, I want to use my own Vercel account, and then all you got to do is set it up connect your token, and it takes 2 seconds. And then we're going to hit start deployment. And basically, it's going to build out our CLI. It's going to do our logins. It's going to link the project, push all the environments, build the project, and deploy it. And you're going to have a URL that you could share with all your friends and show them what badass project you built in 30 minutes using no-code AI. And that does it for me, guys. I really appreciate you watching. Check out the other videos, join our community, hit all the links below. And I do appreciate it so much if you guys end up starting and building with these tools. And I'll see you inside the community. But for now, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.